we're going to be saved, it is going to be because we save ourselves, and every one of you does your part to fight for this country in the 1776 of our lifetime. That's right now. So you do your part. Dave Smith's going to do his. I'm going to do mine, and we're going to make sure that our country's best days remain ahead. Thank you, guys. God bless you.
Hey guys, it's mid-afternoon. The kids missed gymnastics class to drop me off at the airport. I told them to go, but they wanted to come drop me at the airport. I'm going to North Carolina. North Carolina today, we're going back. They've been asking me to come for a long time. They were persistent, I love them. We're gonna have a good discussion about where things stand in the race right now and how I see the next 100 days, which I think could be the most pivotal in probably a very long time, if not in our country's history. So we're doing it for these guys.
Just got to my friend's beautiful home in North Carolina. We're hosting a lot of patriots here, and I'm going to be addressing them. We're going to get in there, have some conversations, dinner time. I kind of want to open it up. Tonight I don't want to stick to the usual, it's just a standard speech. There's a lot that's happened in the last 24 hours. We might as well just talk about it openly. So that's how I'm thinking about it. Let's go in and enjoy the evening.
And I'm asking you to wake up and choose the path that leads back to what our founding fathers envisioned. That country, and I say this as a person who, I hope my best days are still ahead of me. I hope my kids' best days are still yet ahead of them. God knows I hope that. And with your help, and we're already getting it, but with your help and more to come, that is what we will revive to save our great country. Thank you guys for having me. I'm honored to be here. Let's move on to dinner, Lenny, but I'll stay around and take some questions.
Take care. Thank you for having us. Very memorable evening, guys. Thank you. Take care. All right, guys. We're back in Columbus. Good in and out to North Carolina. Tomorrow going to be home base. Maybe get a little workout in. That'll be fun. Actually got a workout in today. Played some tennis too. Actually, I am playing with the OSU men's team, forgot to tell you this, on Friday. I expect that'll be a humbling experience, although their coach right now is a guy I used to play with in the juniors, and so I discovered he was their coach recently. So he invited me out to practice, so that's why I tried to dust off some of the rust. There's a lot of accumulated rust. So I'll do that Friday morning, and then we'll go talk to the Libertarian Ron Paul crowd at YALCON in Florida for a little day trip that evening. Should be fun. Let's get some rest.
Let's do it.
Thanks.
Good night.
Thanks. Thank you, man. Thanks for your help. Appreciate it. Let's do it. We're now going to, where do you know where we're going, Karthik?
Sunny.
Yeah, you're gonna go to Sunny Street. That's a restaurant. I'm gonna go play some tennis with the OSU team. The old tennis player I used to play with in Cincinnati is actually the coach of the OSU tennis team now. So he was a junior when I was a junior. He was a great guy. Justin's his name. So he invited me out to come hit with the OSU guys. He's the coach there now. We should have some fun out there. And then we're headed to Florida tonight. We're gonna go to Orlando, greater Orlando area to talk to the YALCON, Young Americans for Liberty Conference. So should be a fun day. And we'll kick it off with some tennis. All right, let's do it. Energized, and we're going to come back. Great group. A couple of these guys playing the U.S. Open this year, playing the Cincinnati tournament in a couple weeks. We're going to cheer them on, and yeah, it's good to see these guys. They work hard every morning, 5 days a week at least, working out for 2 hours after this. It's good. Physical excellence, mental excellence, they go together, one of the guys applying to med school, so it's not just like they're good at sports. I respect that. So I'm proud of what they're doing. Shall we? Tennis with OSU hit team earlier today. That was debatable whether it was good or not. It was fun. Enjoyed it. Humbling. And then now we're headed to Florida. The kids are going to drop me off, and then they're going to go get donuts. So the highlight is going to be the donuts, but dropping me off is part of the fact that we're sharing one car. And then I'm going to give a speech to YALCON. It's been pretty interesting. It's a libertarian-leaning audience. It's Ron Paul followers, young American lovers of liberty. Dave Smith is going to be there. Tulsi Gabbard's going to be there. So it's not going to be the usual Republican partisan crowd. Okay, it's not really taking one partisan side versus another, but it's a pro-liberty ideological forum. So I think I'm going to talk less about left versus right stuff, but more even talk about some of the interesting brewing fissures within the conservative movement, where things go in the next 4, 5, 6, 10 years. That's something that we haven't yet explored enough. And in an election year, we can paper that over. I don't think we should. So that's what tonight's going to be about. And I think some of these are going to be the foot soldiers in the pro-liberty movement. So I'm excited to talk to them. Let's get out of here, and should be a fun evening. We'll see what comes of it. Hey guys, storm coming in. We apparently got to take off. Look at that. Just take a look at that scene. Take a look at it. Looks straight out of Twister. So hopefully we get out of here on time. If not, we're grounded. It's not my fault. But should be good. Let's talk to these YALCON guys. I want to see you. How you doing, man?
Good, sir. How are you? Good.
All right, guys. We are landed in Orlando. It's a little wet here. It's a short trip down here. I don't know. We had to take a lot of reroutes because of the storms. But when I make a commitment, I like to keep it. I gotta admit, I was tempted with all the weather and everything. We had our share of excuses, but I didn't want to bail on a commitment that I made. And it's a good group and enthusiastic group of people that we don't want to leave them hanging. It's a little tricky to get back out of here, but that's all right. Take some risk to keep your commitments. I'll do it. I still like this more, I'll call it academic, but a little less rah-rah approach of laying out what are the actual underlying fissures between this protectionist wing and the pro-liberty wing of the conservative movement. Even though it's an election year, it's tempting to go left versus right. That's not what I want to do today. This is where the puck is going. And so that's part of why I'm here. These are the foot soldiers, I think, in the national liberty movement. That's why I'm here. I think they're going to be, if I remember this conference correctly, really ready to cheer. I just don't want to, I'm just not in that kind of mood today. I'm in a more thoughtful mood, and I think we should be asking some hard questions. So that's what we're going to do out there. Meeting a few folks backstage, too. So, should be some interesting characters. We'll stay tuned on that. Let's see, this one's always a challenging tie. It's always a little too long or a little too short. It's funny how that one works. It's take two here. Toughest tie I own. All right, all right? What do you think?
That's good. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we're this to the RNC, and then the little thing that holds in the back gave way. That's all right. All right, good to see you again, man. Good to be here. Thanks. How's it been going? Great. Good.
We will look our kids in the eye and mean it when we tell them that the United States of America is still the nation where no matter who you are, or where your parents came from, or what your skin color is, that you will still get ahead in this country with your own hard work, your own commitment, your own dedication, and that you know what? You are free to speak your mind at every step of the way. That is the American dream I know. That is what we are running to.
Good audience. I think it was, I felt like classroom instruction a little bit in there for parts of it. So not necessarily a Friday night, standard speech for that moment, but that's what I wanted to talk about. So hopefully that message finds its way into the bloodstream. That's what I'm concerned about, because nobody's really delivering it, right? You got the old neoliberals that have
a fantasy of the United States as an economic zone and nothing more. But then you have the reactionary response to that, which is this idea that we have to just use the levers of government to achieve our own goals, which I think that those levers of government were the problem in the first place. And so, I think that's a bit of a void, and so I feel compelled to not just skate at the surface, but to get into that conflict a little bit. And it's good. It's good to make things a little uncomfortable sometimes, because otherwise you don't really get to what's true.
Perfect. Got it.
Thank you,
Thanks a lot.
guys. Take care.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Of course. Safe travels, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Back home, storm's gone. It's good to be here. So what time is it, guys? It's 1:13. Early days, late nights. That's the way it works. We started with tennis this morning, accomplished a few things, and at least I don't like overnights. Sleep as many nights as I can at home, go with the kids, spend the day in Columbus, go to Karthik's Taekwondo class tomorrow. So very fortunate to have this thing to take me around, but that's what I care more about. Not luxury, but time with the family. And that's what we're gonna do tonight. But it's 1:13, we should probably get home. Yep, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. Two late nights this week. Yeah. Thanks, Amanda. We'll see you tomorrow. Or see you Monday, rather. Yep, see ya. See ya.